Well, good morning, good people. We're back here on Elkton Street, and fortunately, the snow is gone. We're getting rid of a load of.
80% chance rain tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, it's going to rain the next 3 days.
And Sunday.
So it's going to get real wet. So we're trying to keep getting rid of debris as we go along here. So what we're working on right now is we've got the windows in here. We have some house wrap that we're going to put on here. We're going to have to do some repair work, but we're happy to have the windows in, at least for now. I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple of boxes of siding, and we'll just basically start from this point and keep on going back up with it because we needed to get those in there. The other thing that we're working on, of course, is the HVAC. I've gone through, had to pick up some more metal wrap and things like that so my brother can put this stuff together. And he's duct wrapping and putting that stuff together, and we're staging it where I've got to start cutting the holes in the floor. I've got to actually mount these to the floor joists down there, so that way we can end up putting and hanging the unit down there to tie in. We have brackets that will actually go on the foundation here. That's gonna, and you can see, I'm looking at this now. We're gonna need to take the siding off anyway because we've got a buckle right here where we can literally stick our hand in, so we're going to need to do a repair job on that as well. So, you know, when you're getting into a project that's like this, you're going to find a lot of things that you didn't anticipate that you have to deal with. We're going to need to go ahead and change the siding and fix the siding, which is not a big deal. We can find the same type of siding. Some of it, because it's old, has gotten to be really, really brittle. So we're keeping that in mind there too. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to finish getting this set up, and we're going to keep watching my brother do his thing. And Mike will be back so we can get rid of some more of this debris that we've had through the back. You pulled off the house wrap, right? Okay, when you come back, can you stop by Stonebreaker and get me another roll of the tape for the OSB? Yeah, and if you go by Home Depot, get the 30 amp breaker and get the semi-gloss varnish, and I need like a little can of, I'd say, early American stain. Early American, well, yeah, early American. Hey, how you doing? Early American stain. So just a quart of it. Okay.
So the smallest size they have.
Well, the smallest size is like $8, and a quart of it
So
is.
the next size there.
Yeah, don't get a gallon. All right, so he's my gopher today. You can see he's going through, and he's getting his sections put together, insulated. They'll get tied in and carry across. So this duct is going to carry over through here. You'll have a tap off of here that'll feed in here. He'll get another tap that'll come over here, feed into over the door, and then another tap off that'll take care of feeding the bathroom over here. So what I need to do is I actually need to cut in here for him to be able to get through with the ductwork in the ceiling. We've got the device for the shower, so I can go ahead and finish cutting and installing the shower device in here as well. So we've got a lot of great things we can do. I've got the mounting spots set up on here, and you can see this will actually hang. See, these pieces right here, we'll be using threaded rod. These are threaded rod pieces right here. It's called all thread, and that'll go through the 2x10s that I have on there with the washer that'll hold it, and you can adjust it and level it and so on. It'll be really nice because you can basically get one corner on and get the piece up underneath of it, you know, and work your way around to it and tighten it up and adjust it. So that's going to be going in there sometime real soon, so that way he can go ahead and start tying that into this. Now for Mike has he's going to pick up a 30 amp breaker because we've got our 10 wire here that's going to go to a disconnect outside. We got the other wiring to go ahead and go to the unit itself. And so basically these two things, this is your outdoor condenser, a lot smaller than your typical ones, and okay, I guess that's a sensor for it. And this is the actual air handler. And you actually work on this from the bottom side of it. So these are easier to work on because instead of them having to be brazed in, they're actually screwed in together. The lines, I think some of them are pre-charged. My brother said this unit in particular is not a pre-charged unit, but that's okay because he'll basically vacuum it down and you'll end up putting an extra charge on top of it, so it's not a whole lot to it. There are ones where you see DIY. Technically, you're not actually allowed to do it yourself. It's actually illegal in some jurisdictions, but they are getting simpler to be able to be used and actually a little more cost effective in the grand scheme of things. All right, so I got to get while he's getting ready to set that unit, I've got insulation that's down there. We ended up overbuying on insulation, and I think I actually have quite a bit extra left, which will be great because I'd like to get this stuff out of here. I have, this is all R38, I believe. I hope that I have, let's see. Yeah, I think I have enough downstairs of the R19. I know I have another bag because those are 138 square foot. All of the insulation from here all the way down and under the bathroom is done. The only part that hasn't been insulated is right here. So I'm going to be able to go through on some of this where we know the ductwork isn't going, and we're going to definitely put it above the unit so that way we don't have to worry about doing that afterwards. And look at that. Can you hear the gears grinding? The gears are grinding. That's a lot of experience right there. All right, so we're checking in here, and the ductwork is coming on across. You can see that's coming up in here, and it'll be tapped off. We've been having a problem because metal is getting scarce, and the price of it is getting to be literally outrageous. So we needed some different boots. These will actually use, they're 4x10s that'll be in the floor, and the supply house is out of them. And these are the ones that we'll use in the ceiling. So that way the 6-inch round goes right into there, and then pow, it will drop into the ceiling. So this will be up in here. We'll block around it so that way it'll be, the vents will be snug, and then the 6-inch round will come off of that and tap into that, and of course it'll be insulated. That will give us plenty of airflow for our spaces. So there'll be one coming here, there'll be one going over here, and one going around the corner over there. So I'm going to cut the space in the ceiling here for him, and then I actually have to take care of some other stuff and things. But man, this stuff has gotten to be outrageous. These boots, which used to be about $5 or $6, right now $15 a piece. And we've got 20 pieces of 6-inch duct. Surprisingly, that was about $200 for those. Those were about $10 a piece there. And this is the killer. This roll of insulation, it's 50 foot by 4 foot duct wrap. This thing was $179. So the prices of things have definitely escalated. Now, while I was gone, maybe I need to be gone more often. They ended up taking the unit. I'm not moving real fast. My knees are killing me today. We've got the unit. Let's take a look down here. Is now hung. That is our heating system right there that my brother has working. And it's got, you can see the 2 blowers motors that are in there. This is the return side, and all of the components are on the bottom of this. So this is going to be great to get this thing squared away. He's getting the plenum box right here attached to it, and it'll be a duct that'll go this way to feed the floors, and then this one will tie in over there. You need any help?
No.
He never does. He never does. Kind of like, just, yeah, help me by staying back.